G'day everybody, welcome back to my time at Sandrock. Blue here. I'm hanging around with Fang, just in front of the... is this a field? I guess we can call it a field, where we do the fireworks. We've just had some fireworks. We made that yin-yang logo, which turned out alright, I would have to say. It's not the best work I've ever done, but, you know, it'll have to do. And yeah, we're continuing our hangout here with Fang because he's learning about hanging out. So, we're going to take him to do various things. Let's see here. What else we need to do for this quest? We need to relax with Fang. He did say that he wants to hang out at the side of the Oasis, so we shall do that. But I do also have some commissions to do, right? So perhaps maybe he wouldn't mind hanging out with us while we complete some of our commissions. I assume that is okay. So let's get to it. And yeah, I'm thinking today we might not really cut any of the footage out. Only reason why I say that is because, well, we've got the hangout with Fang to do, but we also, after this particular quest line, I believe we should be able to then start hanging out with Fang, whereas previously I guess he may have declined you all the time. So yeah, we do need a couple of these things, right? So let's go for it. I think the only reason why we couldn't make it before was we didn't have the frying pans and the copper pots. So I don't think this is gonna take long at all, so we may as well wait for this. And yeah, we'll just look around our workshop to see if there's anything else we can do while we wait. Which, yeah, I would say that there's probably not really much for us to look into, to be honest, at this stage in the game. Let's see. Maybe we're a little low on the limestone. So that seems fine to me. Let's check on the farm. Farm is looking good. Do need to do a little bit of work. I'm sure Fang doesn't mind watching us break our backs doing all of this work. Alright, that's a lot of leeks. Let's split things out a little bit, and I want to do maybe rose willow, and I'll do cactuses, and then over here I'm gonna do, we'll do some leeks here, and then here I'll do desert rose. Great. And perhaps maybe some sweet potato peppers just on the side here. And I think we should be done with the 2 cooking stations that we're waiting for. We just need to pick those up, and then we should be able to turn these in to Wei. I assume it's Wei who wants it. So let's just double check. Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and do these commissions now. There's one for Rocky, I guess, so let's go, Fang. He's getting caught up in the fencing. I don't really understand why he's wearing his hood, though. That seems a little strange to me. Again, I feel like maybe he's feeling a little bit ashamed about hanging out. Doesn't want himself to be discovered by other people. In which case, we're probably not doing him any favors by doing these commissions. Oops, I didn't want to gift him. I wanted to turn in the commissions there. Okay. Fang! Get out of there. That machine can knock you out cold. Right, so next Should go to Wei. I think maybe there's one for Chi. Maybe we do the one with Chi first. Or is it someone else? Oh no, it's actually Coop, I guess. So Fang keeps mentioning this person, this him. So I'm sort of hoping that when we do have our sit down next to the Oasis, that he'll actually tell us a little bit more about his past, no matter how painful it is, you know? Sometimes you just need someone to listen to you. And it's good to get things out. Ooh, you know what? Tempting. Let's see if she has a recipe for us. Cooked up a tasty new treat, cheese sandwich, on accident. Okay. How do we not know how to make a cheese sandwich yet? Alright, let's do it. I think I was banging on in the previous episode about the jelly, and I did get a response from the commenter, and I guess maybe it was just a bit of an experiment. So, yeah. I'm not sure what to give little Azzy at this point. Something that he would really, really like. Wait. There you go. So yeah, Fang can essentially get a bit of a taste of, you know, what we do on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, he's still here with us. Sorry guys, I know I said I didn't want to cut, but something came up.
Sitting here, I do feel at peace.
I love relaxing here.
I find being anywhere with you to be relaxing.
Ooh, okay.
I've learned that meeting like this, spending this time together, this is called dating, is it not?
No man, we're just hanging out.
Indeed. Whatever this is, I have enjoyed it. Do you remember the book you gave me? The Eagle in the Valley. I read many stories with my mother. After she passed, that one is all I thought about. I was the eagle in the stormy valley. Lost. Alone. Abandoned. On my own. Too weak to carry myself away from the clouds. When I could, I flew here. But the clouds followed. I despaired. Cold. Always cold. Until you. For the first time since then, I felt warmth. The clouds are still here. They will never leave. But now, I can feel the sun shining through. I don't feel cold. Not anymore. And I won't. As long as you are here. My friend. My truest friend.
Oh.
It's late. My, how time flies. I must return. Let us make a habit of this. See you tomorrow.
All right. Yes, we shall make a habit of it. So maybe we should hang out with Fang a little bit more. I was just about to say, you know, very sad tale there about Fang. Unfortunately, we didn't really hear too much more about what happened in his past and this hymn that he keeps saying in various situations. But yeah, maybe, I don't know if it'll actually open up to us at some point. I guess it could only be a thing that happens if you decide to romance him, and if you were obviously still single. But anyway, I am thinking we want to end the day by... I'm thinking trying to gather a few more things out in the Eufaula Desert. Obviously, you gotta try and continue making those meds and stuff. And I'm gonna see if we can hang out with Fang. I don't know, is tomorrow too soon? I suppose we might be able to, right? So we can give it a try. And we'll try to improve our relationship even more. Now, I have actually been checking a little bit, trying not to spoil things for myself, but I have been checking a little bit about the mission in the wiki, just to make sure we're not missing anything, etc, etc, but I do think this might be, or the one that we've just done, might be the last part of Fang's storyline, unless you decide to, you know, romance Fang in your playthrough, that is. Which kind of makes me a little bit sad that we don't get to learn a little bit more about Fang unless, you know, we date him and we eventually marry him. And I know there's a lot of people who are really keen for that to happen so that we sort of find out a little bit more. And I think some people are also saying that perhaps maybe the true ending of my time at Sandrock lies with Fang and Fang's storyline. Well, unfortunately, it's not happening in my playthrough. But I'm sure there are plenty of people out there on YouTube who have done a playthrough with Fang being their companion. So there's nothing wrong with checking any of that out. Which I think I might be doing at some point after I finish playing this this game. Now, speaking of ending my time at Sandrock, I think we're almost there, guys. I mean, I know I've probably been saying that for weeks and weeks now, but according to the wiki, there's not really too much more going on. Aside from perhaps maybe a storyline about our children growing up. So you may find that the next episode will probably speed through a few things here and there to try and get to that point. Since there's, you know, nothing else really to look forward to, such as, you know, additional storylines with Fang or anything like that. And, you know, you guys have seen me gather stuff, mine stuff a million times, so, you know, that's sort of getting a little bit old now, right? So I think that's going to be the plan for the next episode, and we may, depending on, you know, how many missions we might have or how many interesting story tidbits we might have with Azzy, but depending on that, we may also be approaching to our final episode in the next one, potentially. Not 100% sure, guys, because I haven't exactly planned everything out. But, I'm not entirely sure what I should do for the final episode either. You know, I'm thinking of sort of finishing things off maybe out at Mort and Martel's Tree. That's kind of my favorite spot in town. And we get to sort of, you know, look at Sandrock in its entirety from afar. Very nice view. So yeah, that's in the cards. But I'm thinking, yeah, I definitely want to see what happens when Azzy grows up a little bit more. And I don't really know how many story points there might be for that. But we shall find out. I can't remember how many in-game weeks we have to wait until he sort of grows up a little bit more. But it'll happen. It'll happen. We have been sort of sleeping through some of the days in recent episodes, so I don't think it'll be long to get there. In terms of the final dungeon and beating that, I don't think I will go for the final level, guys. And, well, I mean, I'm not even sure if I will go for the current one that we're challenging. We're only at, what is it? Level 70 right now. So the recommended is level 75. So I'm not entirely sure if I really want to spend that much time just sitting around, you know, gathering XP constantly just to enable us to go there. If I recorded all of that, that'd be incredibly boring, I think, because you guys have seen that gameplay before. But it's going to be incredibly boring for me as well to do that just for the sake of, you know, grabbing the footage of us, you know, challenging the dungeon again. So I think I might give that a skip. Unless something miraculous happens during our playthrough that allows us to skip to level 75. But yeah, that's the thought process going in my mind at the moment, guys. Now I'm thinking maybe with the final episode, maybe a final sort of goodbye to all of the characters in Sandrock could be a good thing to do. You know, we'll have a chat with various people and, you know, bid our farewells. We may have a date or two. I guess maybe we can only fit one date, really, with Mian, you know, as husband and wife before we end the series. So maybe that's something good that we can do. And yeah, obviously hanging out with Azzy as well. But it really depends on, yeah, what happens in the next episode and where we're up to with Azzy's storyline. I know Mian wants another baby, and I mean, I could have another child, but I think it's just going to give us the same sort of stuff as what we've already dealt with Azzy, right? So I don't think the game's going to really give us anything new, per se, with another child. But yeah, just verbalizing all of the ideas while we're sort of still, you know, playing the game, that is, before we finish up. But if any of you guys have any ideas, or if you know if there's additional content to be had with the game that I may be missing if I, you know, end the series, do let me know in the comments down below about what things I should be checking out. Because if there's still some stuff, you know, some hidden away storylines or whatever that have to be triggered in, you know, particular ways, for instance, then I'm all ears. All ears. But we have been playing Sandrock for, I don't know how long we've been playing this game for. I mean, been releasing episodes like once every couple of days, right? And we're at 190 something episodes here, so I'm thinking, you know, like we've been going at it for, what is it, a year? Definitely more than a year, I would say. Somebody go to the first episode and check the date on that. I don't trust myself. But yeah, it's been a while. And I kind of feel a little sad about it, you know, like, I feel the same way I felt when, what did she say? Want to spend the night together, darling. I mean, we have to spend the night together every single night, right? We're married. Come on, Mia. Get with the program. Alright, okay. It's the next day already, and yeah,
I still got some commissions left to finish from
we
yesterday.
might want to experiment with hanging out with Fang, and, you know, I assume we can essentially do the same things as any other normal date. But we will check that out in a second. Just double checking that there's no events happening that we need to be aware of. Nothing in the calendar. So yeah, I think we're all good to go for hanging out with Fang. Probably just going to pick up some commissions and stuff. Ooh, got to water my my farm. Let's get that done. Yeah, I feel a little bit sad, as I was saying before, guys. You know, it kind of reminds me of, you know, how we ended Dinkum in the first season anyway. Which, you know, I felt like losing a bit of the family almost, you know? Well, not losing it, but, you know, like, just not doing the same things over and over. I feel like maybe some people might be a little bit sad about not seeing a new episode of Sandrock if you've been here following along since day one. But all good things have to come to an end, as they say. Commissions. Let's look into that. Titanium heavy sword. Okay, well, I may as well get that one started immediately. And yeah, I mean, I sort of spent a lot of time decorating the home and stuff in the playthrough. I think I did bits and pieces of it. Am I happy with how the house is looking in its entirety? I guess I am. I mean, I could decorate a little bit more on this side, for instance. Like, I feel like we've got potted plants on the second floor, and it just seems like we're missing that over this side. Curved canopy. Is this something that you can edit in any way? So you can increase the size, but that's the extent. And yeah, as I said, potted plants, let's get a few more in. 'Cause why not? It'll look nice. Right. I know we've got like chimneys and stuff like that, but there's nothing in the house that is even remotely close to like a fireplace. I mean, there's a stove in the kitchen, but that's about it. Right, how long is it gonna take for the sword? A minute or so. All good. Let's pick up other commissions while we're waiting. just as well we started making some of the limestone slabs. Can do that as well. Tomato fish for chi. Let's go to the salvage area. I'm just gonna work on salvaging the bus at the very least. And we'll come back for the sword and we'll be able to, hopefully, turn in all these commissions. Once the commissions are done, I think we're going to go see Dr. Chi. Sorry, not Dr. Chi, Dr. Fang. My bad. And we'll see if we can hang out with him. He did say that he wants it to be a regular thing, right? So we're just holding our end of the bargain. Right. I'm just trying to remember, but there are a few ingredients that I feel like we are running low on, such as the acacia wood, and there was something else. Just having trouble remembering. I think it was a type of cloth or something like that that needed... here, Cecil. And I think this is maybe something that we find out there where Katori World is. We haven't really gathered Cecil in a while, so we might actually go ahead and do that. Just wait a few more seconds here for the heavy sword. Brilliant. Okay, so time to hand in all the commissions. Yeah, I'm gonna miss Sandrock, guys. You know, I've been returning to Sandrock every second day for over a year now, and it feels like home, you know? And that's why it feels sad. It feels like you're leaving, you know, part of your home or whatever, or leaving your hometown. Someone in the blue moon that needs something. Owen! And I wonder if we can talk about recipes. Okay. I don't know if it's a time of day thing or just a randomized thing where he might not have a recipe for us on randomized days. Justice?
Thank you.
You know, I was sort of thinking...
Ah, I heard you found Fang's favorite book. What was his other favorite? The alphabet book? Get it? Because he named his bird X? Well, I'll show myself out.
And so you should. Okay, I wasn't expecting a bit more dialogue there. After completing the mission with the book. There you go. Right, so that's all of the commissions done. I was just about to say, though, I think that if they can work on character AI a little bit more for the next game, it'd be nice to see characters interact with each other and not just the player a little bit more, you know? So more, you know, random conversations between NPCs. Even some of the no-name, well, not that they don't have any names, but let's call them the quote-unquote unimportant NPC characters. I feel like we should be seeing more people interact with each other since they all sort of live here, right? And just make the place feel a little bit more alive. Fang. Firstly, let's have a chat.
Beware of sunstroke. Always carry the proper protection.
Okay, okay. I'll slather on the sunscreen in that case. Yeah, we can hang out with him. Let's do that.
It's your call.
Okay. So, I'm not sure what Fang would like to do, but seeing as hanging out is something that he's not familiar with, why don't we do some exciting things with him? Let's take him to Katori World, and we can start off with a bang with the roller coaster ride. See if that gets his heart pumping a little bit. Alright, I think it's north, isn't it? Yep. Let's go, mate. And these are the Cecil trees that I need to try and collect. I'll do that later. I think we'll hang out with Fang today, and we might call it a day after. And tomorrow, yeah, I'll maybe use tomorrow as a bit of a gathering day. I'll go to Starship Ruins. You wanna try? I will ride with you. Yes, let's do it. Five. 1. 4. 4. The roller coaster was thrilling. The fireworks in the middle were a real surprise, though. Do you remember what numbers appeared in the sky? 51444. The coaster was fast. I did not see the number. Alright, let's go, Fang. There's a lot more exciting things that we can do. Well, actually, I take that back. I would say that the roller coaster is maybe the most exciting things that we can do. We could do the 2-player sand buggy. And that is actually kind of fun. But do we want to do that in this hangout? I suppose we might as well. Let's do it. I know we've just had a sand buggy race in the previous episode. The Bugaganza, but I'd say out of most of the mini games, perhaps the sand buggy racing is actually the most interesting, in my opinion anyway. It feels like the funnest. And it's pretty well fleshed out as well, I feel. Reminds me a little bit of playing Mario Kart, although without trying to shoot each other with like turtle shells and stuff. Alright, 2-player sand buggies. I saw the 4 here. It does take 4 social points, so it's a little expensive. Red, because, you know, it's faster. Everyone knows that. Oh, and the prezzies are actually available even during a normal hangout. Oh no! Okay. Don't get the wrong idea, guys. I'm just letting Fang win, you know? Or am I? I guess I am. I guess I'm not. Fang can eat my dust. Let's go this way. I'd be super happy if this actually gave us like the camera lens piece. that's the one thing that I really want. I keep seeing other players disqualified when I'm playing this thing. Ooh, we got a furniture chest out of that one. That's actually pretty decent. But I mean, the furniture chest, you know, you can't really be guaranteed to get anything good out of it though, but there's a chance, right? Sugar bowl floor lamp. Hey, that might look kind of interesting. We'll place it down when we get the chance. Alright, Fang, let's go. I reckon it's time for an Oasis chat. You know what is a bit confusing to me is why did all of the stuff with Fang happen at this point in the game? You know, because you sort of think that the game is finishing up with the main storylines sort of, you know, wrapping up, but suddenly there's all these events that happen and seemingly quite randomly happening towards the end of the entire experience, right? I mean, it's nice because, you know, you continue to be able to, you know, have something to look forward to enjoying. But I feel like they could have easily introduced Fang's storyline, you know, early on. It didn't have to be like right at the end after the main quest lines. Let's gift him initially, and let's give him the anti-cold medicine.
Thank you.
Okay, we only got +8 there. Maybe it's because I've been giving too many to him. I'll give him something else later. Let's compliment him. Compliment his work.
Life is fleeting and fragile. When you leave it, do so without regrets.
And let's talk about Fang's past.
My mother was a good cook. Sometimes, during a meal, I'll try to imagine the smell of her cooking to make my own more bearable.
I'm sure Fang's cooking is not that bad. Although, he is a medicine man. Maybe he makes everything taste like medicine? Maybe? Compliment personality.
Men have wicked hearts. Best to keep words skin deep, lest they cut to the bone.
Wow. He's just so serious all the time, isn't he? Alright. Well, let's get out of here, and why don't we have a meal, Fang? And, I mean, don't tell me he's gonna want Mapo Tofu. Actually, speaking of Mapo Tofu, we could probably give him some Mapo Tofu right now, because we have the chance to gift him again.
Thank you.
Yep, +16. Good. I don't think that counts towards the hangout, though, and how successful the hangout has been. Alright, let's eat.
You should order.
Did I not get the chance to talk more? I think maybe my social points have depleted. We need to include sand tea noodles and yakmol milk. Easy. Sand tea noodles. Sand tea beef? Where's the sand tea noodles? There's cold sesame noodles. Ah, here. Sand tea noodles. But the bill needs to be a little bit bigger, so why don't we go with sandberry chestnut milk.
I'd love to eat this. Thank you. Let's come again next time.
Yeah, we shall, Fang. That is if I I have the chance to actually hang out with him again before the series ends, but we shall see. Yeah, okay. I ran out of social points to be able to do anything else. Okay, well 36, that's not too bad. Fang, that was good. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.
Today's experience, I will tell X.
Tell him that it was a good time, hopefully. Right, so anything else we want to do for the day? I say no. Maybe we can call it a night a little bit early. As I said, I do want to spend most of tomorrow just gathering some stuff up that we haven't really gathered in a while. Hey, Azzy, where are you going this late in the day? Yeah, not entirely sure there's anything that I can give him that he would like. How about sand jujube cakes? No. Okay then, alright. Maybe he's just at that age, you know, where he's being difficult about everything. Alright, time for bed. And I think what I'll do initially is I'll pick up some commissions. We'll do those commissions. Oh, okay, it's a sandstorm day. Great. But it shouldn't really affect what we want to do for the day. We can still do the commissions, we can still do the gathering. But these sandstorms, they're definitely a little bit too frequent, in my opinion. Despite all of our efforts, I still feel like they're happening a bit too frequently than I would like. Okay, let's get the next batch in immediately. And looking at the dates as well, because this has just reminded me, but it is the 18th, so a couple of days to go, and we can, you know, have a chat with the mystery man about buying some more seeds. Oh yes, we do have the commissions already, and I should be able to turn everything in. Easy. So we'll start on that note. Yeah, maybe if we can, we might hang out with Fang one last time in the next episode, provided that I think we need to wait like 2 or 3 days or something.
Thank you.
Before we can do another hangout. But yeah, if it happens, it happens. If not, it doesn't happen. I am going to be speeding through some of the days anyway, right? So we get to quote-unquote juicier parts of the story. Which means that it is actually likely that we'll be able to hang out with Fang after all. But we'll definitely hang out with Mia and we'll, you know, have a proper date with her. And yeah, we'll sort of have to see what happens with Azzy. Where are we going? We're going... Do I want to start here or do I want to start here? Maybe I'll start up there. And we'll try and scour Katori World. I was about to say Katori Land. It may as well be Katori Land. But yeah, I'm kind of curious to hear from a lot of you guys about my time at Sandrock, and I'm sure a lot of people have opinions on, you know, who their favorite character was and all that sort of stuff. I hear people loud and clear when it comes to Fang, because it seems like a lot of people are fans of Fang, since he, you know, has a lot to offer story-wise. But yeah, I'm curious to hear what other people decided to do with their playthroughs. You know, some people may have decided not to even worry with relationships and getting married and stuff like that at all. But yeah, if you've got any favorite characters, do leave a comment and perhaps maybe explain why you found those characters to be, you know, your favorite. I mean, Cooper for the win, right? Like, there is no doubt. Actually, he started off as being, like, the worst character, and I didn't like him at all, but then, like, throughout the playthrough, he just became even more hilarious as the day, as the days progressed, and as the playthrough progressed, you know? So, gotta give it to Coop to lighten the mood, or make it a little bit more unbearable. Depends on the person. But yeah, I do quite like Justice. I found Justice to be a decent character. I like Justice. And he seemed so, how do you say, like, quite hardworking, and he seemed like he cared a lot about the community and trying to protect the people of Sandrock. Who else was memorable? I know Logan is probably a big well, he's probably a character that a lot of people like, because you know, he's probably the most handsome and good-looking character out of all of the characters in the game. And you know, he does some cool stuff, right? Actually, I'm kind of curious to see how Fang would, you know, fight if we brought him near, like, enemies and stuff. Because we all know that Logan can hold his own very, very well. But we've never seen Fang fight, I don't think. And I wonder if there are some characters that people really dislike in my time at Sandrock. I mean, it's hard not to dislike Penn, for instance, right? Like, because he just loves himself so much. I feel like that character was built and written to be hated. But perhaps maybe there's, you know, something hidden away, you know, similar to with what we're experiencing with Fang and Fang's storyline, and that perhaps maybe you can only get to know Fang truly by romancing him, but perhaps maybe it's the same with Penn. And I think perhaps maybe with Penn there's a chance that he might not go to jail or something, depending on some of the choices that you make. Don't quote me on that, but that is just how I feel about the way the game is designed. But perhaps maybe you could romance him early on and even marry him, for instance. But then he still goes to jail. That would be kind of sad. But yeah, because we did have a choice with Miguel, right? We had a choice to either, you know, send him off to, was it Atara? And he would have to serve time. Whereas Penn, we didn't really get that choice. But I wonder if the choice would present itself if we had developed a better relationship with him. Possibly. Ooh, I'm just looking at our stamina there, but our stamina is super low. And I haven't even gone to the Starship Ruins just yet. Let's get ourselves to the Yakmal station. How is the Plier Imp out here? A level 75 enraged and contaminated Plier Imp. Maybe it spawns because of the sandstorm that's going on. Oh, yes. I don't have stamina. Sure. Actually, does firing weapons, like as in firearms, does that take up stamina? Probably not, right? Like maybe in those situations, if you're really desperate, trying to fight off enemies, you can just switch to a firearm, shotgun, rifle, or pistol. Try and end the battle that way. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is maybe just visit the Blue Moon. We'll have some food very quickly, just to replenish a little bit of our stamina. We'll buy what's on special, and yeah, a few additional things here. That should give us a decent amount of stamina. Don't need anything too crazy, but I just want enough so that we can cut down a few acacia trees. You know, for the life of me, I can't recall if I have ever been to the Starship Ruins during a sandstorm. Because a sandstorm seems a bit dangerous for Daisy to navigate in. Just saying. Rightio, so let's cut down some of these trees. The Draconaea, I think we can just leave the Draconaea. We have plenty of dragon's blood anyway. Oh yes, and all the enemies are enraged, aren't they? So normally they'd be kind of peaceful. But now they're just attacking willy-nilly. Well, I guess the Penskis are still okay. Oh, some of them might not be. Yeah, some of them don't like us being here during the storm. Been looking for these trees. Maybe I should save my stamina for the trees, to be honest. Hey, level 71. Took us a while to get there, but this thing is gigantic. Oh, and we recover a little bit of stamina as well as a result of leveling up. I think we are done. Done and dusted. Let's head back. And I think we're done for the day as well. Gonna have a sleep. I might actually end this episode here, guys, because I don't really think that there's too much more to do. And as I said, in the next one, the first thing on the agenda is really just speeding things up, trying to get to Azzy's storyline. I don't really know how many days we need to rush through to get there, but we'll work it out. We'll work it out. But for now though, I'm pretty happy with where we're at with Fang. So happy that he's decided to come out of his shell. He's willing to hang out with people now. Well, us specifically. I don't know if he'll be hanging out with anyone else in town. It'd be cool to see, you know, various conversations like we did the previous mission, just to show that Fang's sort of like, you know, warming up to people. And maybe even hanging out with other people in town as well, aside from just us. You know, it's the little details like that which I think add to, well, I don't want to say the realism, but, you know, add to the flavor of the game, I suppose, if you want to put a word to it. But anyway, guys, I think this is where we'll call it. I bid you farewell from our bedroom. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, drop me a like down below. Aside from that, stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.